Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the Noon News from Montana's news leader.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Zoe Zandora in for Samantha Sullivan. We start this afternoon in national news. Hurricane Michael has taken 12 lives and it's feared the number will rise. Rescuers are searching for more victims in Florida's Panhandle, while people in Virginia and the Carolinas are dealing with flooding. Hillary Lane has the latest from Panama City Beach, Florida.
Search and rescue crews are going door to door in Mexico Beach, Florida, looking for survivors. The Category 4 hurricane caused so much devastation, the once sleepy tourist town is practically unrecognizable.
This area is not going to be back to normal for a long time.
People are still being warned to stay away.
When you have that type of damage, it takes some time to get in and actually go through and do the search and rescue.
Many Mexico Beach residents rode out the storm despite mandatory evacuation orders.
When the water started coming up, I was more scared there than any time I've ever been scared in my life. I could cry to think about it because I didn't know it was going to stop. And you know, and I'm thinking what'll happen if it gets over our head.
Just up the coast in Panama City Beach, Hurricane Michael leveled this family-owned shopping center.
It's unreal.
A longtime employee returned to see the damage.
You gotta bite your tongue and your lip and everything and just carry on.
Michael caused massive flooding in Virginia and the Carolinas.
Some of the people that live back here, they're devastated. I mean, that's just where their home is.
This trailer park in Salem Village, Virginia is underwater, and several people in the region were rescued Thursday night when floodwaters swamped their vehicles. Hillary Lane, CBS News, Panama City Beach, Florida.
Forecasters say the storm is actually gaining strength but poses no new threat to land. Global pressure is being put on Saudi Arabia to come clean about their involvement in the possible assassination of a Washington Post journalist, and there may be video and audio proof of his murder. CBS's News' Laura Podesta has the latest.
The Turkish government reportedly has audio and video evidence journalist Jamal Khashoggi was killed inside Saudi Arabia's consulate in Istanbul. That's according to the Washington Post, which quotes a source as saying you can hear Khashoggi being interrogated, tortured, then killed on the recording. Speaking to reporters yesterday, President Trump said the U.S. is working with Saudi Arabia to find out what happened, but he's stopping short of imposing punishing sanctions on the kingdom.
I don't like the concept of stopping an investment of $110 billion into the United States. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to take that money and spend it in Russia or China or someplace else.
The Saudi government is denying accusations that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman ordered the assassination of Khashoggi, who had written critically about the monarchy.
And now join here with meteorologist Ed. It seems a little warmer today than yesterday.
Boy, all across the state we're seeing some warmer temperatures, Zoe. As we take a look compared to yesterday right now, especially through the central portion of the state, you can check out Lewistown, 24 degrees warmer right now than it was at the same time yesterday. And virtually every reporting station, although a little bit less towards the western portion of the state, certainly seeing the temperatures on the rise today. Now, we will see a drop in the temperatures. I'll tell you about with the forecast. The trend here as we start getting into the back half of October is towards warmer and drier conditions. About a 60 to 70% chance that temperatures will run at normal or above across areas of the entire state of Montana. Plus, we're looking at drier than average conditions. Take a closer look at all the details coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Ed. Authorities in Yellowstone National Park have recovered a body from the Gallatin River along Highway 191. The body was found on Wednesday afternoon. The person, whose name has not been released, was a 29-year-old man from Big Sky who was reported missing on Sunday evening. His vehicle was found abandoned on Saturday morning. There's no word on how the man died. Yellowstone National Park is leading the investigation. And on the campaign trail, President Donald Trump announces plans for another trip to Montana. The president will head deep into Democratic territory with a stop in Missoula on Thursday, October 18th, to campaign for GOP Senate hopeful Matt Rosendale. So far, that's the only information the White House is releasing on the visit. It was just over a month ago, September 6th, that Trump was here in Billings to campaign for Rosendale. And back in July, the president held a similar rally in Great Falls. And as Montanans consider who they'll vote for in the Senate race, one of the key issues is health care. MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison brings us a closer look at the candidates' opinions on health care.
Democratic Senator Jon Tester voted for Obamacare 9 years ago and says he still supports it because it's helped millions of people gain coverage. He also says it needs changes to better control health care and insurance costs in private markets. But he says Republicans have refused to consider any fixes, preferring instead to use the law's shortcomings as a campaign issue.
To just say we're going to repeal and take insurance away and add more instability to the system is not the direction to go, and that's what we've done for the last 5 years. The whole idea behind the bill was to create more competition in the marketplace.
Tester also says his GOP challenger, Matt Rosendale, would leave people with pre-existing health conditions out in the cold by repealing Obamacare. Rosendale does favor repeal, but has proposed a reinsurance plan that he says would lower insurance rates for those with high-cost health problems. Rosendale, the state insurance commissioner, also says he's worked to offer consumers more health coverage options, like cheaper short-term plans and direct primary care plans.
I think that the best thing that we can do is continue to offer all these options, and folks are finding now that they can accommodate their health care needs at a fraction of the cost of what they were told that they had to purchase.
Rosendale says Tester and Democrats just want more government control of health care.
What the ACA is and what Jon Tester has supported is a top-down, government-run, single-payer system. They want the government to run the entire health care system.
Tester says that's simply false, and that Rosendale's so-called choices won't help anyone get good, affordable coverage.
He supports policies to kick people with pre-existing conditions off insurance. He supports junk insurance plans. So yeah, they don't cost much money, but they don't cover anything. And I think if you take a look at why people have insurance, they have insurance in case they need it. And these junk plans, you got insurance, but when you need it, it's not going to be there.
If you want a clear choice on an issue in this race, it looks like health care is certainly one place to start. Another big issue that Republicans are talking about is immigration. We'll look at that next week. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Thanks, Mike. And we invite you to join us this Saturday night here on Q2 as the three Senate candidates face off in their final televised debate on the campaign at 6 p.m. And absentee ballots for November's election went out across the state today. Voters who requested an absentee ballot can expect it in their mailbox by Monday. And thanks for joining us here on the statewide noon news. Coming up, a high-ranking American Catholic leader has stepped down in the scandal over sexual abuse by priests. The details after the break. But first, Ed is in with a look at the forecast as the weekend is right around the corner. We'll be right back.
You're watching MTN News with Samantha Sullivan. Storm Tracker weather with Ed McIntosh, and farm and ranch news from the Northern Ag Network. This is the noon news on Q2, Montana's news leader.